Ball 4, and there's a man aboard for Ohtani.
And that's 41.
Ohtani's first plate appearance of the ball game. It has been a similar story all weekend long. Every time he comes to play. This is just in the last 48 hours. As he fouls one off his leg.
I'll tell you what, he fouls more baseballs off either.
A double and a triple last night. Places one to left field. Ortega in the series.
It's amazing that it's the third.
Everybody here in New York, Mets fans, know the roster up and down and the prospects and whatnot, but not. A former Met strikes out on 4 pitches as he got it with the full sound. As he can't hang on to the bat there, but it was a video of him. This is Brandon Nimmo here in the bottom of the first as Nimmo trying to break out of an extended slump. The 3-2 up and away, and there he goes. The call to pitches outside to Francisco Lindor, extended his hit streak to 12. Escobar gives way to Velasquez, who makes the catch. To
set up. I always feel that it's certain hitters
on ground. Wallach is there, and he makes the catch.
Reaction. It wasn't really anything that I think had any lingering effects. Fortunately, he's back in the line of
time in his young career, and he's called out on strikes as he was headed down to first base, trying to salvage the final game of this series against the Los Angeles Angels here at Citi Field. Brendan Burke.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I have a blast in these games. Managers are always saying it's pretty early.
On the low,
nobody works harder, and he's been solid.
Pitch up and away to Hunter Renfroe.
Well, Atlanta Braves, you think, well, but then after that point, everything went in just the opposite direction.
Renfroe
in that field.
Strike 3 called at the top of the zone.
Bruce Bochy, unbelievable.
Bruce Bochy to Buck Showalter as Daniel Vogel back. Alvarez, the catcher for the Mets. Cannon got a piece of that, it looked like, but the play still handled by Rengifo. This Mets lineup. He's been a fun player to watch these days for the Mets, all things considered.
It's a matchup on the high heater, and he goes down on it.
It was just above the zone on that one.
Him.
7th pitch of the at-bat finally gets Chad Wallach for the first out
of his career instead of doing them both.
For Brandon Nimmo, and there's 2 away.
That's news.
This one right side diving play by Alonso, and the throw gets great effort.
Just amazing to watch everybody in the stands. Everyone's got their cell phone ready to go. Everyone's
in the league.
Swing and a miss, and he gets Ohtani. Where you start to see some of these young guys get opportunities. Did he hold up? 3.
Yeah, you just look where.
This is Terminal L at LaGuardia.
UCLA before being drafted by the Angels. That's that great changeup there.
Strikes out the side.
The guy's leading the league and hit by pitch. Play to be a good hitter.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all.
Feel like AT&T field.
Ground ball too short. Francisco throws out just after trying to come back earlier this week. That pitch inside for ball, and Grichuk is aboard. Outs here in the 4th inning. Scoreless ball game. Brendan Burke, Mark Ubiza, Todd Zeal with you today. 1-2 from Peterson. Nice play by Lindor. Takes the short way to set.
General hasn't been good for either team. There is something special about this ballpark. This is an absolutely beautiful ballpark.
It really is. Grass. You got Ohtani. It's not.
McNeil shoots it to left.
Mets doing a little business.
13th batter that Canning has faced. He has started it. The at bat.
That's that high slider, but it's a changeup.
Last Rengifo.
He went back to it again.
It's the Rye, and that one is tracked down. Rengifo, and there's no play. Hard the hole. 1-1. Out over the shoulder, and he makes a basket catch.
And Billy Epler, for that matter, to be a winning organization, not just a winning team.
Retired by Jeff
McTeamers. Now the 2-seamers become more effective for him again.
And going back to you asked about being a sink.
Chad Wallach punched that 2. When we joke about Max back into the rotation earlier this month.
And talking about Max, one of the things that David Peterson.
Velasquez showed bunt with 2 strikes, and he's punched out 3 hits in the ball game. The 4th inning that produced the run as Rengifo makes the play. Both these teams, we're not talking about the playoff picture. That's a disappointment.
As much and could get into his head a little bit.
I think it comes down to is if he hasn't thought about it, somebody will. All these things come into play because somebody sees that. Even though you do see it and know it, you try to clear
thing.
Center, Mickey Moniak on the track makes the play.
Do as many as I'd like to. Baseball is my awesome being here in Citi Field. I got to get to every stadium, so just checking that one off the list today.
All right, sit. 1-2 pitch coming to Ohtani. Towards McNeil at second. And he throws out Ohtani 2 away. Larrick was actually DFA'd by the Mets prior to the game, and so you need somebody else to get him out.
And he was good. I mean, he's got first pitch to Shohei right there.
Back just in front of the warning track. Retires the sun. Saw the Taylor on third base side. It'll make the seats. Lindor
in the second half of the season after July. So it's normal for him to start getting going in July and August.
Scratching their heads going, that makes no sense.
Sleep?
Well, that was a tough one in the sun for Velasquez, but he's able to.
That's for sure.
That was an adventurous pop-up for Velasquez, who had that over-the-shoulder basket catch early. First pitch catches the inside corner to Jeff McNeil, who is.
Well, he says that he's always been, but it's interesting when I spoke to him this last spring, we talked about the ball.
And we were showing something on our broadcast that Pete's bat.
Left field.
Just like that.
Finally,
back to that as a reminder.
I just couldn't believe how far he was hitting the baseball. This went on basically on a half swing. I'm like,
oh, close shave for Daniel Vogelback as he steps out of the way. It's coming at you. Feels even faster.
And then he went right back in there. So often a pitcher, when you throw up and in.
2-1. Got the corner. 2 balls
and swing at.
For Grichuk, and that's going to dunk down in front of him. And Skippo stopping at third is
up the middle. That last at bat for the RBI, and he's still up there aggressive swinging at the first pitch.
Dancing off third that got the crowd's attention, if not that of Griffin Canning.
And Griffin Canning, I've mentioned it even earlier.
Try to cheat out to get that fastball.
That one fouled off at the plate, and Wallach couldn't hang on.
Kind of toying.
Alvarez cut on and missed. It's snow cone the glove.
Avoided middle of the plate. There's another edge pitch.
To Eduardo Escobar to start.
On the hitter that was at the plate right then and not try to pace himself. And I thought.
Make that transition back.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out Escobar on his 90th of the afternoon. And that could have been an out. Other than that, just a couple of walks on a pretty clean afternoon for David Peterson. But to get through last night's game, base hit in the center field by Grichuk.
These are the moments you bring in a Hunter Renfroe. His favorite athlete, he said, growing up and still to this day, is Bo Jackson. Really, really sore the next day.
Pitch up, it's 3-2, and that has been the story.
All throughout the season was in position you felt to dominate.
In what may be the final, he lays down a good bunt.
About the fact that David Peterson's tough on left-handers. And look, that's a great way to take advantage of that.
There's some ball game going on. Ball grabbed by Alonso, looking at home. So Chad Wallach put in a good.
You never know if Velasquez, he might try to bunt.
The way right at Pete Alonso to end the inning. Series contenders. People were dreaming about Subway Series.
Yeah, they were thinking about that once again.
Yeah, the Subway's
in the air, but it hangs up there and stays in play for Hunter Renfroe. Mark Vientos gets his third plate appearance of the afternoon.
A friendly pigeon.
0-2.
That's a good spot right there.
Strike 3.
He's basically saying, don't bother me, hubby.
Pitch to Ortega is called strike. Listen, this is my home. And here he is pitching. And through the 7th as that one tracked down by Mick.
100 pitches.
Finished with 104 as Drew Smith is now the look, but it's gone to start off the 8th inning.
A running back.
Drew's sort of story of this season is ERA under 4.3 always seems to get hit with something that is not favorable. And
2-2 tipped into the glove of Alvarez. 2
foot and then go back up with the fastball, but there's a sharp one right there. That's a little bit more bite than the one we saw.
0-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3, and after the home run, back 1-1 to Eduardo Escobar. Ortega in, and it's the left fielder Ortega making the catch as Lindor's 20.
Wow, that's pain. Wow. That's an unhittable spot.
Is warming, as well as Trevor Gott is looped into center just out of the throw, base hit for Lindor. Now Jeffy Moniak settles underneath it. Get a throw into second, but retreats back to
For
first.
the season,
To base hit. Lindor to score. Peek and he'll make it. There's. And he tips that one into the glove of Wallach. And Strands accepted.
He looked like he went.
He did.
He ran.
A step in front of the warning track, settles underneath it for out number 2.
going forward.
1, 2, 3. Go the Angels.
If there was a slider, not gonna hit it anyhow.
Oh. They say it hit him. Alvarez says it. And this for a base hit in front of Renfroe. LaCastro, though, will hold at second. Second, Stewart at first. The 3-0 pitch inside.